The 2022 Touhou Popularity Poll is open, and I want you to use one of your 7 character votes to vote for Louise. Last year, Louise placed 165th in the Touhou poll, underneath the UFO tokens, which... okay, honestly, that is pretty funny, but still, that's unacceptable. But why should you vote for Louise? Louise comes from Touhou 5, a PC98 game. When she and Reimu meet between Gensokyo and Makai's border, she greets her kindly. While Reimu prepares to fight, Louise actually tells her that she doesn't mind at all that Reimu's a human. She tells Reimu to enjoy Makai and begins to leave. Until Reimu realizes that Louise wants to go to Gensokyo. Louise denies it at first, but she's quickly forced into a fight, with Louise yelling, "Why must you be so cruel?" When Reimu beats her, Louise cries that she couldn't go to the human world. Was she trying to terrorize Gensokyo like other yokai? Nope. As we learn later on, the game's plot hinges around a tourism agency for Makai organizing trips to Gensokyo. Louise really is just a nice girl who wanted to go on vacation. This small scene with Reimu was really charming, and makes Louise, in my opinion, one of the more memorable PC98 characters. But, while her conversation with Reimu forms the most well-known parts of her personality, that's not all there is to her. When Louise meets Marissa, she similarly comments at how humans randomly pass by, but then gets excited when she sees that Marissa is a magician. She asks her for the honor of a duel. Even though she wants to go on vacation, the prospect of dueling with a magician entices her. Against Yuka, she gets called an alien, and Louise actually gets mad. There's something to be said about attacking someone, but I mean, come on, it's Yuka. And finally, she notices that Mima isn't human. Mima lies and says she is a human, but Louise sees through that and decides to fight her. She regrets it, but why did she even decide to fight? Enter Stage 4. The players made it deeper into Makai, and... Louise returns as a mid-boss, and her hair's blue. With the protagonist honing in, Louise is powered up and ready to fight. We don't get any dialogue, unfortunately, but we can infer that Louise was sent to defend Makai by Shinki. That's why I think she was okay with fighting Mima. She thought she was suspicious from the start. In an ironic twist, Louise is stopping the players from entering more of Makai. She goes from being an unwanted visitor to trying to stop an unwanted visitor, meaning that Louise ends up becoming a core component of Touhou 5's themes of harmful tourism. So, back to the popularity poll. We've got a Touhou character with a fun personality, a connection to her game's story, and a cool transformation. And she's only 165th? That's an outrage. So, here's what I want you to do. Go to the Touhou voting site, which is linked in the description below, and get a voting ID if you haven't. Then, go vote for characters. Here's the nice thing. You don't have to only vote for Louise. You get 7 different characters to vote for. I'm not asking you to vote for Louise instead of your favorite character. I'm simply asking for you to vote for her with one of your 7 slots. You put your handle name at the top, and then vote for your 7 characters at the bottom. The top bar is choosing a character, and the bottom bar is leaving a comment. To find characters you want to vote for, I recommend finding their Japanese names on the Touhou wiki. For this case specifically though, Louise is near the bottom of the list. Here's the katakana for her name. Now, why am I doing all of this? Is it because I want to see how far we can take a low-ranking character in the voting poll? Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't partially true, but I do actually really like Louise. Last year, I even helped make a fan game where she was one of the main characters. It's called Louise's Vacation. although she's admittedly not as thematically complex as she is in Mystic Square in it. But I hope that demonstrates that I truly do love Louise, and hope that she can place higher in the poll. So please, vote for Louise with the link in the description below.